Valentine's Day is right around the corner, and the most important relationship that you'll ever have in your lifetime is with yourself. So, this video is a Valentine's Day special, but not on other relationships you have with other people, but a relationship that you have with yourself. This is a video on self-love and how to cultivate more love within yourself and build a strong relationship within yourself. Because if you don't have that self-love within yourself, you will be easily broken by the outside world. You will be manipulated easily because you don't have a strong foundation, a strong relationship within yourself. And once you have this strong relationship within yourself, that overflows to other people outside of yourself. Once you've given enough to yourself, you'll be able to give to the world and other people also. If you can't give to your own self, you can't give to anybody. If you can't love yourself unconditionally, you can never love your partner or anybody in your life unconditionally. So the first step to love is loving yourself. Before I get into the 10 things that will make you love yourself more and put your self-love to the next level, take your self-love to the next level, I want to share a little personal story on why I am single and why I have been single for the longest time. I've been single for almost 7 years now, and let me just say, I'm not single and I'm not like talking to any boys. That is not the case. I've been seeing few people. I've gone out. I've got to know people, but because of my journey, I take it very seriously who I commit to on a serious level, right? Who I commit to and who is going to be my life partner. So why did this come about in my life, and why am I so particular on who I give my commitment to and my attention to? Let me take you back to 10 years ago or 15 years ago, not 15 years, 10 years ago when I was like 14 years. So what happened when I was younger is anybody would come and propose me and I would like have a crush on that person, I would like completely not think about it and just go into relationships. I was like very hasty and what do you call that, impulsive person, and I would like rush into relationships and only to know that that's not what I was looking for, and I and the person that I am dating or in a relationship are not compatible at all. So this has happened to me a lot of times because when I was younger, being in a relationship was like a trend. Oh, she's got a boyfriend, he's got a boyfriend, so you gotta have a boyfriend too. That was the thing, and I would like just make rash decisions, and that was totally a bad move to make. And I'm glad that I make mistakes, because if you don't make mistakes, you don't learn, right? That's coming from the self-love I have for myself. We'll talk about it later, but I made these mistakes. I used to get into relationships, and all the relationships that I was in were not long-term relationships. So as soon as I meet someone and I date someone and I realize, okay, this is not for me, I would like break up. I had no problem saying no to someone and to like be by myself, because it was very serious for me if being in a relationship and I didn't like that person, I wouldn't date them or I wouldn't be with them. So I broke up with people because that's not what I was looking for. So I don't consider myself ever being in a long-term relationship, because all the relationships that I was in were short-term and were very impulsive and hasty, right? So now, because those things happen to me, I am very serious about who I give commitment to. Even if I am looking at someone and I am like dating someone for a long period of time, doesn't mean that I'm going to commit with them. I'm going to see them and understand their moves and how they are and who they are. And if I really feel in my bones that, okay, this is the life partner, this is the person that I want to spend the rest of my life with, then I would commit to them, because previously I was very hasty and very impulsive. So now I'm single, but I've been dating people, I've been seeing people, but nothing really worked out for me because my standards maybe are high now. I don't know. Okay, that being said, I've learned a lot through this journey and I've fallen in love with myself a lot. So 5 minutes gone there explaining about my journey. So let's get into it. So first thing is, you should be able to understand that your value is not dependent on anything outside of yourself. You don't need to be someone or become something to be able to receive love. Because the being that, okay, we are going a little esoteric, okay? That source energy, that divine soul that is within yourself, that is not of you, but is within you, loves you just for who you are. You don't have to be rich, you don't have to be famous, you don't have to have a pretty face, you don't have to have the perfect body, you don't have to look or be anything. You just being yourself are present here for a reason, and you need to know your value. You need to know that you being just who you are is enough, and you deserve to be loved. That is the level of confidence that you need to achieve and fall in love with yourself. No matter where you are in your life or who you are, no matter what you have or do not have, because your value doesn't depend on materialistic things, doesn't depend on the way you look, the way you what you wear, who you are. It doesn't depend on those things. You just being present in this moment makes you valuable. So yes, know that even if you are poor, even if you don't have money, even if you are someone who's not good looking, like not this beauty standard, even if you are not the most accepted person in the world, you are amazing just for being who you are. Everybody is unique in their own way. The sun doesn't compare themselves with the moon. The mountains don't compare themselves with the landscapes, right? So not the landscapes, like the oceans, like everything is unique and is where it's supposed to be. And God created you perfect. In His eyes, you are perfection. He is within you in the form of source energy, and God loves you just as you are. And see yourself how God sees you. So I've written down some things. So let me see what's the next thing. You need to stop comparing yourself with others. Something I did very much in my journey. I used to compare myself with other people, especially if someone, I used to do that, okay? I used to compare myself. It happens to everybody. It happened to me too. I was a victim to comparison too. But now I don't compare myself to anybody, because whoever I compare to, like after 2-3 years, I look back and see the difference between me and that person. I feel like you compared yourself to that girl, to that chick, you did a mistake. That's what happened to me. Like it was because I didn't love myself and I didn't know my worth, that I used to compare myself to people that were not even matched to my own self. And then after a few years, I look back and I realized, oh my God, you shouldn't have done that, right? So just embrace your own uniqueness, your own beauty, because not everybody is like you, right? So you need to start looking at yourself for all the good things that are within you, like what makes you special, what makes you different, what sets you apart. Those are the things that you need to concentrate on, and those are the things that you need to elevate about yourself. Don't see someone has something that you don't have, but look at you, what you have that other people don't have. Focus on that. Why do you always want to compare two things together? Because one is great in its own right and the other is great too. Both are great. Everybody is great. Everybody is amazing, and everybody deserves to be loved and be taken care of. So comparing yourself is only wasting your time. So never, never, ever look at other people and compare yourself with them. So nextly, criticizing yourself. Stop being critical of yourself. Stop nitpicking every part of your body, every part of your face, everything that you did wrong. Like, it's okay. You're not perfect. What you do is not going to be perfect. Like I always criticize my art. Whatever I do, I criticize it. Sometimes things don't work out. Sometimes things are not meant to work out. Sometimes you're not in the mood to create stuff, so they go wrong. So what? So what if things don't go right the first time around? You can try. You have time to do it again and perfect it how you want it to. So why are you criticizing yourself and your work? Like, don't even fall into that game of criticism. You are the last person that needs to be criticizing yourself. Would you criticize other people? Like, you see your loved one doing something and you'll be like, oh, you're so cute. You laugh it off and you'll just think that it's so adorable, right? If they do something cute or nasty. You think it's adorable. Think the same about yourself too. Think that it's adorable that you try and you think it's not good, but then you try again. It's okay. It's okay to try. It's okay to give yourself another chance. It's okay to do it. Like, stop being so harsh on yourself. You are the last person that needs to like be harsh on yourself. Don't do it. There are a lot of people trying to nitpick you, trying to pin you apart, trying to see what's wrong within yourself. That's their job. Your job is to see yourself for all the flaws, everything, and show compassion to yourself. That's the next point. Show compassion to yourself, hold place for yourself. Really, you are so compassionate to other people. If you are in a relationship, you're like so forgiving and so kind and so nurturing. But when it comes to you, you're like, oh, you did this. Oh, you did that. Oh, you're so dumb. Oh, you're so this. Like, stop it. Stop it. Have compassion for yourself. Talk to yourself in a nice tone. Talk to yourself like you are someone you love, because not everybody is in this planet to love you. Not everybody is going to see you for all that you are, because most of them don't see themselves, don't love themselves, so they don't see you as love too. But when you start showing compassion to yourself, when you start pouring into yourself, when you hold space for yourself, when you do something wrong, instead of going and being judgmental towards yourself, that's a next point too. Being overly judgmental and judging yourself and criticizing yourself, those are all negative things that you do to yourself. It's a kind of self-harm. You're mentally abusing yourself, you know. How would it be? You're a bully towards yourself. You don't need bullies coming and bullying you from outside the world. You start bullying yourself. Like, who's the biggest bully? You, to yourself. Why are you judging yourself so harshly, criticizing yourself, and you feel like you are the worst thing that has ever happened to planet Earth? Like, seriously? Nobody is coming to praise you, because nobody loves themselves in this reality anymore. Everybody is self-hating and self-loathing and self-criticizing. Everybody is looking at others and thinking that everybody is doing well and they're not doing well. Nobody is concentrating on themselves. Seriously. And on top of that, you shouldn't be doing that. What you should be doing is showing compassion. Saying to yourself, it's okay if you make mistakes. It's okay if you did that. I am there for you. It's okay if the world is turning their back against you. You are there for yourself. I will never let you down. I am going to do things for us. And that is the kind of self-talk you need to have with your own self. Let's see what's the next thing. Yeah. You're so forgiving, you're so loving that you keep taking people back into your life. You keep being in situations and jobs and relationships that no longer serve you, because you feel like you're so good. Why do you want to be good, first of all? You need to be mean. You need to be a mean person and put strong boundaries and tell people no. You know, put yourself first. You are your own priority. Like, why are you like giving people time that you don't have for yourself? You are there for people always. You pick up the call and you talk to them and you are there. You console people, but who's there for you? Who is understanding you? Nobody. Nobody can understand you better than yourself. So what you need to do, you need to tell people no. I need this time for myself. I need this time to contemplate. I need this time to decide what I really want out of life. I need to decide who I really want to be in life. I want this time for myself to understand who I am and what I want in my life and what I value in my life and who I want to show up as in life, in reality. Who do I want to be? If you are always helping other people be their best version of themselves, you are always the hype queen, you are always hyping other people, and you are always the cheerleader. Who's going to cheer for you? You have to be your own cheerleader. You have to value yourself enough. You have to be in your power. So you need to take time for that, to get to know yourself, to get to know what you want in life. And if you're giving all the time and pouring into everybody, you end up being an empty cup. You don't have anything to give to yourself and you're so drained. And you don't have no life left in you. And then you become jaded, and then you become nasty, and then you become mean. First mean to you, towards yourself and towards everybody in the world. So you need to take time for yourself, prioritize your own needs, prioritize your own wants, take care of yourself, go for that walk, go for the jog, take care of yourself, brush your teeth, get out of the bed, take a shower, I don't know, take care of your hair, run, take care of your body, take care of your gut, eat healthy. Who are you? You are a badass bitch, so act like it. What's the next thing? Discipline, guys. Showing up for yourself. I told, if you just wake up and run a mile one day, that's not enough. You need to keep doing that if you want a body that you wish to have. If you want the body that you dream of, you need to keep working on it. You need to keep doing it again and again. If you want to love yourself, one day if you do affirmations and talk to yourself in front of the mirror, that's not it. You need to repeat it every single day. Every single day that your mind becomes a muscle in your brain develops, and then you have this muscle memory in your brain that this is who I am. You can't build a habit one day. If you do it one day, that's not a habit. That's just something you did one time. You need to repeat. A person who truly loves themselves is disciplined because they know nobody else is coming and doing it for them. They need to go after the things that they want in life. So you need to be disciplined and self-focused on yourself. You are not arrogant. You are not self-centered. Stop allowing people to tell you who you are and who you are not. You are not a person who is narcissistic or self-centered. You are not that person just because you decided for once to let all the outside noise go away and you concentrate on yourself. You decide for once that you keep your energy towards yourself. You decide for once that you are not going to entertain any relationship that's not good for you, and you are going to focus on yourself, because that is the level of love that you have for yourself, that you put yourself on a pedestal. You put yourself above everything else. You are the most important thing in your life, because guess what? Nobody else is coming and living your life. You are living your own life. Nobody else is coming and living your pains. Nobody else is coming and living in your head. You are the one who's living in your head, and majority of your life you're in your head. So let that be a nice place. Talk good to yourself, cultivate nice habits, be disciplined in your own self, and go after the things that you truly wish, because nobody will come and do it for you. Nobody will be your hype man. You got to do that for yourself, queen, king. I don't know who this message is for, but you need to start telling a different story. You need to start telling yourself a different story and start writing a new story for yourself. The old ways are done. This is the time of your life, and you are never going to be this young again. So all your time, if you are a teenager, if you are an early adult, you need to be spending time with yourself. Because in your relationship, yes, you learn a lot about yourself, but being alone teaches you a lot about yourself too. You need to focus on yourself. When you get into a relationship, you start focusing on the other person. What they're doing, did they eat, did they not, what they're doing, how is this happening, and what their emotions affect you, their moods affect you. But when you are alone, you get to see a deeper truth of yourself. You get to observe your own emotions. You get to regulate your own emotions. You have the chance to look within yourself deeply and know, this is what I'm doing wrong and this is what I have to change. This is what I need to do. This is what makes me feel good. This is what makes me feel better. If I do this, I will not feel like that anymore. If I take a run, I will not feel drained anymore. If I take a hot shower, I'll feel loved for myself. I feel the warmth, loving energy in the hot bath. You need to understand what your likes and dislikes are without any outside influence or anybody from the outside influencing what your likes, dislikes, and your decisions in life are supposed to look like. And for that, you need to look within yourself. And that is the self-love. Holding compassion for yourself, letting yourself make mistakes. It's okay. Whatever has happened, let that past be in the past. You're starting fresh today. Stepping into a reality today. It's time to fall in love with yourself deeply. And it won't matter if you have a Valentine or not next Valentine's Day or this Valentine's Day after you watch this video, because what? You are your own Valentine. And even if you get into a relationship in the future, their life is not going to be your life. You should still have your own hobbies. You should still have your own personality. You should still do the things that make you happy, because they are a complete different personality and you are a completely different personality. Even though some things may be similar, both of them will be completely different. So you should still have your own unique individuality. You should not become attached to a person so much so that you're sucking them dry. That relationship will never be healthy. So if you want to be in a healthy relationship with anybody outside of yourself, you need to cultivate a strong relationship with your own self. So stop holding yourself back. Give yourself time and give yourself your energy, because you need yourself the most right now. And that's why you're not in a relationship. If God is not bringing in the relationship of your dreams right now, it's because He wants you to love yourself now. He wants you to become the love of your life. And that is the only reason you're single. So stop cribbing about it. Stop looking at everybody else and thinking that they're all happy and you are not. Your time will come and you are going to experience the greatest love of all time. And I don't know who this is for. And if you watch this video, happy Valentine's Day. You are the love of your life. I love you so much. I hope this video helped you, motivated you to do better in life, to go after your dreams, goals, and love yourself so much that you don't give a damn who says what, because you know who you are now. I love you so much. I'm gonna see you in my next video. I am your exotic owl, aka Ravanya. See you next time. Bye-bye. Love you.